Hi Osage kids, today I'm going to read you a story and it's called The Day the Crayons Quit. And the author is Drew Daywalt and the illustrator, you have to actually turn the book upside down to read it, the pictures are by Oliver Jeffers. And I think the pictures are pretty important when you read this story. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to see them well on the video. But you can see that each of these crayons in their face is displaying an emotion. So let's pay attention to the different emotions that the crayons are having. So the problem in the story is that these crayons are going to quit. And the only thing that crayons do is color. So I'm going to make a prediction that they're going to quit coloring. So let's read and find out. The Day the Crayons Quit. One day in class, Duncan went to take out his crayons and found a stack of letters with his name on them. So inside his desk, he found these letters. That must have been surprising. The first one was from Red Crayon. Hey Duncan, it's me, Red Crayon. We need to talk. You make me work harder than any of your other crayons. All year long, I wear myself out coloring fire engines, apples, strawberries, and everything else that's red. I even work on holidays. I have to color all the Santas at Christmas and all the hearts at Valentine's Day. I need a rest. Your overworked friend, Red Crayon. So when I look at Red Crayon's writing and I listen to his words, I feel like he's a little exhausted, maybe even a little angry. So he feels overworked. Have you ever felt overworked and it made you feel like you weren't appreciated? Okay, the next crayon to speak up is Purple. Dear Duncan, all right, listen. I love that I'm your favorite crayon for grapes, dragons, and wizard hats, but it makes me crazy that so much of my gorgeous color goes outside the lines. If you don't start coloring inside the lines soon, I'm going to completely lose it. Your very neat friend, Purple Crayon. So when someone's coloring dragons, they probably get pretty excited, or a wizard, and maybe that's why they go out of the lines. But Purple here has a personality that likes things neat. What kind of personality do you have? Do you like things neat? Or maybe it doesn't bother you when things are a little upset. Think about it. Dear Duncan, oh, look at this guy. Have you ever seen a person with their body kind of in that shape, their shoulders forward and their head down? That usually means they're sad. Let's see how Yellow's feeling and see if he's sad and why. Dear Duncan, I'm tired of being called light brown. Oh, so it's not the yellow crayon. Let's find out what crayon it is. He often gets called light brown. Let's see what he is. I'm tired of being called light brown or dark tan because I am neither. I am beige and I am proud. I'm also tired of being second place to Mr. Brown Crown. It's not fair that Brown gets all the bears, ponies, and puppies, while the only things I get are turkey dinners, if I'm lucky, and wheat. And let's be honest, when was the last time you saw a kid excited about coloring wheat? Your beige friend, Beige Crayon. And the illustrator actually gave us a little picture of wheat so you could picture it. There's often a lot of farms growing wheat in New Jersey. You probably have seen them. But beige doesn't get used often enough for his liking, so it makes him feel left out and sad. Maybe you can think of a time when you've had that feeling where you felt a little left out or someone else was getting more attention than you. And you know how he feels. All right, the next one is gray. There's an awful lot of gray on that page. So I think that this crayon may be another one that's pretty exhausted. Let's find out. Duncan, gray crayon here. You're killing me. I know you love elephants, and I know that elephants are gray, but that's a lot of space to color all by myself. And don't even get me started on your rhinos, hippos, humpback whales. You know how tired I am after handling one of those things? Such big animals. Baby penguins are gray too, you know. So are very, sorry, this is tiny writing. So are very tiny rocks and pebbles. How about one of those once in a while to give me a break? Your very tired friend, Gray Crayon. That was the problem. He's tired. He feels overworked. Okay, look at the next one. You can barely see the crayon because it blends right into the page. Dear Duncan, you color with me, but why? Most of the time, I'm the same color as the page you're using me on, white. If I didn't have a black outline, you wouldn't even know I was there. I'm not even in the rainbow. I'm only used to color snow or to fill in empty space between other things. And it leaves me feeling, well, empty. We need to talk. Your empty friend, White Crayon. And you can see that White had to write on black paper so that you could see it. Here comes the black crayon. Have you ever colored a black ball or a black rainbow? I bet he's going to complain that he never gets to be in the pictures. Let's find out. Hi Duncan. I hate being used to draw the outline of things. Things that are colored in by other colors, all of which think they're brighter than me. It's not fair when you use me to draw a nice beach ball and then fill in the colors of the ball with all the other crayons. How about a black beach ball sometime? Is that too much to ask? Your friend, Black Crayon. Here comes green. Dear Duncan, as Green Crayon, I am writing for 2 reasons. One is to say that I like my work load of crocodiles, trees, dinosaurs, and frogs. I have no problem with and wish to congratulate you on a very successful coloring of things green career so far. The second reason I'm writing is for my friends Yellow Crayon and Orange Crayon, who are no longer speaking to each other. Both crayons feel they should be the color of the sun. They're driving the rest of us crazy. Your happy friend, Green Crayon. I'm going to show you a picture of Green again. He doesn't mind his lot in life. He enjoys coloring things green, and he doesn't feel overworked, and he doesn't feel ignored. He feels just right. But he is concerned about his 2 other friends that are feuding, Orange and Yellow. They both think they should be the color of the sun. But when I think about it, sometimes during the day, I feel like yellow is very much the color of the sun. But as the sun sets, oh, there's so many beautiful oranges in that sunset. So I really hope they work it out. I'd like to draw some sunsets. Let's find out. Dear Duncan, Yellow Crayon here. I need you to tell Orange Crayon that I am the color of the sun. I would tell him, but we are no longer speaking, and I can prove I'm the color of the sun too. Last Tuesday, you used me to color in the sun on your Happy Farm coloring book. In case you've forgotten, it's on page 7. You can't miss me. I'm shining down brilliantly and I'm filled with yellow. You can't miss me. I'm shining down brilliantly on a field of yellow corn. Your pal and the true color of the sun, yellow crayon. So if you look at this coloring book page, you can see what the yellow crayon means. He's the yellow sun in the sky, and he's the yellow corn on the field. I wonder how beige feels about that cornfield. I wonder if he thinks it should have been a wheat field. Anyway, here is Orange's argument. Dear Duncan, I see yellow crayon already talked to you, the big whiner. Anyway, could you please tell Mr. Tattletale that he is not the color of the sun? I would, but we're no longer speaking. We both know I'm clearly the color of the sun because on Thursday you used me to color the sun on both the Monkey Island and the Meet the Zookeeper pages in your Day at the Zoo coloring book. Orange, you glad I'm here? Ha, you're pale. Or the real color of the sun, orange crayon. So, there you see orange being used as the color of the sun on 2 of the coloring book pages. And you can also see the emotion on Yellow's face. See how sad he looks? Dear Duncan, it's been great being your favorite color this past year and the year before and the year before that. I have really enjoyed all those oceans, lakes, rivers, raindrops, rain clouds, and clear skies. But the bad news is, excuse me. Oh my God.